Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to another episode of Toy Migos. It's They're Not Dolls. Every Thursday night at 8:15 p.m. I'm the one and only Fallen Fett. It's that time again. Let's rip into it. Got a special delivery in the cargo hold today from the one and only Jurassic Jesse. He sent over the brand new Target exclusive vintage collection of Star Wars droids. He knew that Boba Fett is my number one main dude, so I had to have it. Comes with an extra coin right now. This is based off of the old Droids cartoon series. So you know what that means. Let's rip into it. Oh, fell out. Look at that. Ooh.
That's nice.
All right, here's Boba Fett, the best Star Wars character that ever was. Here he is in his cartoon form, cartoon colors. And, of course, these 3.75 figures are blowing away the Black Series figures. And he's got 78 points of articulation, of course. Boba Fett, go get yours now. Target.com. Rip into it. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to another episode of the Fallen Fett Chronicles. It is the Spooktacular season, Spooktacular shows. The what can we call it? It's October. It's scary season. If you've missed the last 3 episodes, go catch up right now because we're on. Wait, no, this is only number 3. I don't even remember where we're at. I literally had to jump on here. I barely just even turned on my speakers right now. I realized that I was listening to my other speakers and it's been crazy. So look, I don't even have the chat up right now. Let's see. All right, there we go. I'm back. Running late from work, ran in here. So we're good now. We're cool. Welcome to the Fallen Fett Chronicles, episode 22, I believe, 21. I don't know what it is. It's another episode of Spooky Fett. This is Spooktacular. It's October. We need to get into some of this talk, continue it on. We've gotten some really good feedback on it, so I'm definitely loving that. The feedback is a lot of fun on it, and you guys are coming in with your comments and DM and hitting the thumbs up and leaving your comments on there. So I greatly appreciate that. Let's see. Hopefully some people pop in. I do have a guest tonight already, but let's break it down. Let's catch up real quick before we bring the guest in. So catching up. I hope I sound a whole hell of a lot better and things are looking better because I got the computer back. Yes, finally, out of nowhere, it just showed up. So I spent all night yesterday trying to get it. That's why I was so crazy right now. Nothing is like hooked up right. I'm doing my best, but I do have the computer back. So we're full on into it, man. I'm definitely excited. So go tell your friends right now. Go share on your stories. Let them know. It's a Spooktacular going on. Spooky Fett is on. Do whatever you got to do. Come back. Hit that thumbs up. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell for notifications and hit all so you don't miss when I come on Wednesday, Saturdays, or whenever. I will be popping in a lot of times now when I can. So now that I'm back and rolling, I'm gonna get guests set up, and we're gonna go from there. So I'm very happy to have the computer back. So far, so good. I'm just trying to dial down everything, get it back. We're gonna say what's up to the Federation, and then we'll check in with the guest, and we'll get into tonight's episode. Yeah, that sound good, guys? All right. So thank you all for being here. I greatly appreciate it. So, real quick, before we start, on a serious note, I always mess around a lot. I know that, but this is for real serious. A lot of people ask how they can help out with the show. Hey, Ernie, I want to send you something. Uh, what can I do? Well, here's me telling you what you can do. Go to Instagram right now and look up Slithering Darkness. Go to his story and tap on his story and go make a donation to the GoFundMe. I love you, bro. I'm sorry for your loss. And I hope some of the family and the friends can help out. So if you guys can do that, I don't care if it's $1, whatever it may be. Slithering Darkness on Instagram. You all know Andre. I love that man to death. Please go there, hit the story, go in the GoFundMe. That's how you can help me out right now. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you, fam. I love you. I love you, Andre. I hope that helps. So let's get into it. Let's see who's here. First up, we got Toy Rensu, Lucky Butter, Bootleg Joe, Marcus Yee. We got, oh, look at, I'm already messing up. Look, I'm one because I don't have 100 people watching right now. I'm going to show everybody and say, what's up like that. What's up, Marcus Yee? Hola. How you doing? That hola gets a...
Orale.
Oh, I'm so happy to be back. I really am. Let's see, Marcus Yee. Norin's here. All my great commercials. Mr. Rip Into It himself. I love you, Norin. Thank you so much for those. His info is down below in the description. So please go click on that and give that man a follow. Doing tons of great things there. Let's see. Here we go. We got Toy Rensu, Marcus Yee. Eric's here. How's it going, Eric? My intro and that was done by Chicken Burger Disco. That's the main one there. The commercials are done by Norin Radicals up there. Like I said, all info is in the description. Please go give those people a follow, support them, and help them out. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's see. Santo1414. What's up? How's it going? We got Catalina Wine Mixers in the house. Arizona Toy Hunters Guild. What's up, Mike? Are you going to jump on? I got a message from a family member that said they were going to hop in here with the story. I sent the leak, bro, just so you know. Yo, Hump Day. What's up, Mike? I did get your package. Tomorrow I will be ripping into that on They're Not Dolls. So thank you, Mike. I greatly appreciate the package that you sent. And we'll do that tomorrow. Let's see who else is here. Norin. And we got NYC Figure Fanatic. What's up? Okay, so tonight's guest, let's welcome back because we're going to keep the talk going on. Let's see who's at the door and let's bring him in. What up, JoJo? Hey, how's it going? Oh, look at
Chris gave me that name.
Yeah.
Because of my love affair with Jar Jar.
I know, but see, I still think he is the Phantom Menace. So,
oh, he is.
We can always get into that, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
What up, Dario? How's it going, man? You at work? I hope you've had a good day. Hop in if you'd like. I sent it all out. So thanks, Joey, for coming back, man. We had a blast last week. I got a lot of comments and DMs from people and everything, so I always appreciate that. But thanks for hopping on, man, before we get into breaking down Andor tonight.
Thanks for having me on, man.
For reals, I'm about to go. Got work at 2 a.m. I'm sorry, Mike. Hopefully you can make the next one, man. I was running late. Can you sing me a lullaby? Yeah, I can. For reals. Let's see. What lullaby can I do for Mike without getting monetized? It's got to be like an 80s song, right? That we don't get busted for. Or maybe early 90s.
Dude, you're just gonna have to freestyle that thing because they're gonna get you for every single lyric you sing.
They will, right? I can't think of anything right now, Mike. You're just gonna have to lay down, go Mimi's, turn off all the lights. You know what I'm saying? we can do World Class Wrecking Crew, turn off the lights. There you go. That's a good lullaby. If you allow me, Alonzo, to turn off the lights before you turn off the lights. Michelle A always made me look weird with her voice, and then she would sing.
Did you see that documentary about her a while back on Netflix?
No, there was a documentary about her.
Yeah, it might be still on there. It tells about her story with Ruthless, and then it tells about how she was with Suge Knight and all them, and yeah, it's crazy. It's actually pretty good.
Dang, really? Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that
Yeah,
out.
I thought if anybody you saw that.
No, I didn't even know about it. No,
Yeah, yeah, it's
with
actually
her
it's
voice.
actually almost as good as Straight Outta Compton. She like laid
Wow,
all that out with her and Dre, and then her and Suge Knight and everyone else she was with.
really? Oh
And what's
man,
funny
I'm
is
definitely checking that out.
they do the whole documentary, and she's doing the what do you call it, the what they talk in the background,
Yeah,
the what do you call it,
the voiceovers.
yeah, the voiceover. She's doing it in that little voice and everything, so she still has the same little voice.
It sounds like a crying wolf, baby.
Yeah, that. And it's funny, dude, because you look at it and you're like, that still don't look right. That voice coming out of her like that. It's like
Mm-mm. It
narrating.
never
There you
has.
go.
Oh, the narrating. Thanks, Dario.
Yeah, Dario for the save.
I'm gonna have to see that, man.
Yeah, check it out. It should be on Netflix still.
All right, for sure. I'm down with that. It's funny too because Evil Diva's been watching a lot of documentaries lately, and I kind of hop in there and I'm like, "Yo, what is this? This is crazy. It is so crazy the lives of other people out there, right? Who get into their story of how I got here. You know what I'm saying? Is it like evil Ernie's voice? Yeah, sometimes that's that one. It's a way different voice than Fallen Fett voice. It's that dad voice. That's what happens there, for sure. But yeah, Joe, we got into last week the haunting of the house. All right, Mikey. Sorry about that, man. I hope everything's good. We got into the haunting of the house and stuff we experienced, and then we went there and everything like that. And so I was saying this week of, because people were bringing up kind of like urban legends, right, of their work and how their work was haunted and they didn't believe anything. Adam, Urban Spidey, even sent me something that he saw something. He thought he saw his grandma while visiting somewhere. He's like, dude, I swear, like everything you guys were saying, like all of a sudden she like appeared in the corner of his peripheral vision, but he knew it was her. And I was like, dude, that's crazy. Yeah. So, we got a lot of that going on. I've still all week have been smelling cigarette smoke very heavy. That reminds me of my uncle. Like I said, like it really makes my eyes go. So, this stuff is out there and could happen to other people. So that's why I wanted to know if people were going to share their story of the work ones, or, I have maybe seen something, you know what I'm saying? And the ones that I like are the Disneyland ones, because Disneyland's got quite a few of them. And like there's videos out there if you check. And the one that I like is the one of Walt strolling down Main Street. And there's another one of him coming off of Haunted Mansion and walking down the street through the gates and everything. Yeah. And you can see the white background of it. I was trying to get video for the show all day today, and it was just other people's YouTube channels. I didn't want to bring that up and get busted or anything like that. I still don't know the ins and out of that, but it is available out there. But that one's the most, because if you look at old footage of Walt Disney and the way he used to walk around and the hand in the pocket and everything, that outline apparition, whatever it may be, that you see come out of Haunted Mansion, like you just know it's him. Like, I swear. And this is what this man used to do on a daily, is walk around all the parks and everything. And he never got to see Haunted Mansion finish. So it seems like, yeah, that would be one he'd be walking around in, right?
Yeah.
There's other ones of him like sitting on Main Street and everything, and on the cameras you see the white outline, like security cameras and everything. That's what you see. So it's pretty crazy, man. There's that. There's a story of people on rides with you. The little kids, they also say that there's a little boy in Haunted Mansion that the workers see at night. You see, and that comes from people who go in there and try and spread the ashes of the deceased.
Man.
And it happens
Why
all
would
the
people
time.
do that, dude? Seriously, why would people? I mean, I understand, you got loved ones that just love being at Disneyland, but to dump someone's ashes at a place, oh man, I don't know.
Yeah, see, Mike,
I mean,
I really need you to try and set up so where you can come on. Like you said, it had so many stories. There's another one where Walt's knocking on the door of his apartment. Yeah, that's, and nobody there. Ugh. That's like that
dude.
stupid hand video that you sent me. Oh, man, that one messed me up. Oh, so Joey
Then I
sends me this
sent that
one.
like
It's
at 1 o'clock in the morning too.
yes, and I
was
was
like,
up.
oh, dude.
And I was up. It's this person, and it has, the like stained glass that's cut into the doors. You can see, but you can't see. There's a hand that keeps slamming and pressing on the door. And he walks over, and you see it happening the whole time. And then he opens up the door, and there ain't shit there, man. Ain't nobody there. He looks around, goes out, closes it, and then it starts again. And he turns around like, oh, God. I was all, nope. It's 1 a.m. What is this? No. Yeah, that was really bad. But yeah, Mike, I need you to come on with some of those, man, because Disney has a lot. So like we were saying, okay. Sorry, I was reading a message. People, the spreading of the ashes, and Joey, that happens a lot, man. A lot that they try and sneak it in and get it done. Haunted Mansion is a real heavy one, that they'll bust them, and the Rivers of America. I've seen it once a long time ago. A lady was like bending down and sitting there like she was feeding her kids, and I saw her on the side. Ashes. Yeah, like dipping a cup, and I was like, ew, no, don't do it. But that's still probably be one of my weird requests, though. Like, just take a little bit, just put a little bit. Hopefully it's not a foot or something, but just spread me over there. Yeah, there's a lot of people who do try it and they have to close down the ride. Then I heard, I don't know how much this is true, maybe Mike can back it up someday, but that they just literally just vacuum it out like real quick, right? Like that sucks.
Dude.
You were spread there for a couple minutes and then you just got vacuumed up. That's so bad. That's so bad.
I had no idea because I've never been at like a real big, huge like Disney head like that until recently. Ever since Galaxy's Edge came around, and that's the first time I've ever even heard of someone doing that. Is dumping ashes, at Pirates of the Caribbean and Small World, and I'm like, why would you do that? And then people saying that they see apparitions around like. They were saying something about, I guess someone killed themselves, the Pirates of the Caribbean or something like that, like a cast member or something. I don't know, something about that. And that you could see them moving around where it used to be, where the guy's chasing the girl around.
Yeah, you would see somebody else on like in the back of the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to hear that one. I never heard the cast member story though, but there's been a few deaths at Disneyland. And so like, those got to be around. And they've been some pretty bad deaths. There was People Mover. There was a Sky Buckets. There was the Columbia. And there was Thunder Mountain. So I remember I got yelled at by my mom because I went the next day on Thunder Mountain because the cars derailed. And it ended up, it crushed the dude. The family got hurt. But then it was fixed. It was like I think to what I have heard, they put the blame on them. They were messing around, and it happened. But then there was nobody there and it was dead. And so I was like, I'm gone.
That's crazy.
We're good. Like I trust them. They wouldn't have done this, if that just happened. They had to glue the tarot cards down the table in Haunted Mansion. Apparently they would flip over. Oh,
that logic. Check out.
Oh man, Mike. Oh, see, I need you on. Oh my God. Yeah. Okay. Well, no, this is true, Joey. They don't. Yes. This is a true story. There has never. So if you look it up, they'll be like, "Oh, Ernie, you're full of shit." I've looked it up. It doesn't come up because they do. They will load you up in the ambulance and they will take you outside and do everything that they can until you're outside the gate. And then you're pronounced outside. So you are technically not dead in Disneyland.
Wow. Is that like a lawsuit type thing or just the fact that they don't want nobody You don't want no ghost or anybody dying on the premises or what?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man.
There's that, and there's the Frozen story. There's the Frozen story as far as Frozen was done and made title Frozen because so many people believe that supposedly Walt froze himself. And so when they would search Disney Frozen, that's a story that came up. So to get away from that, now you type in Disney Frozen, what do you get? That's all you get is the movie. There's so many tall tales about Disney, like which one is it? The People Mover story is crazy. Yeah,
what
if
story
it's the same one. The old People Mover. Do you remember the old People Mover?
Yeah,
well, this is the one that I know. In the People Mover itself, it was during right after the Tron section, and there used to be the big screens that were in there as you went through, and the doors you could just open right up. And the one that I know is Homeboy then jumped from there and hit the bottom. Now there's also another one, so I don't know which one Mike's talking about, where the kids were jumping in between the cars because it's so slow and getting off and moving, and one slipped and it ran over him and smashed him because it's continuous, right?
Yeah.
So you get that kind of thud. Those are the two that I know for People Mover. I'll have to check on that, Mike. I didn't know that there was a book out. So with that's what happened on the Columbia. Is the dude got decapitated? The one that looks like a pirate ship. It's the one that they use for Phantasmic. That's all set up.
Yeah,
that one. The one of the wires snapped during the day, and literally, what's that movie? Where you know your death. Gosh dang it!
Final Destination.
Yes, this was Final Destination, dude. That it snapped and took off his head.
Yeah, dang, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, not to get off topic, but did you ever hear of that? It's an urban legend tale, and it says it's been debunked, but I'm not sure if it has or not. About that guy or the little midget that killed himself on the set of Wizard of Oz. And supposedly you can see him hanging himself.
Yeah.
Is that a real thing, or is that like they say it's a bird? First, they said it was a bird, but then somebody said no. They
ain't no bird.
They took it. They took it out, and they put that bird there. Well, if there's parts where you can see it, and you can see it's a bird moving. It's a big stork moving its head.
No, he's swinging.
Yeah, somebody showed another footage to where you could tell they edited it and they put that bird there. Because it don't look nothing like the original footage where it looks like someone falling and swinging like this.
Yes. It was in the background of the whole shot.
Yeah.
Yeah. And supposedly I heard that was work conditions, and he was already depressed and everything like that. Yeah. And so wanted to do it on set. What's up, Kevin?
I heard that they were real mean with the little people.
Yes. Right. Correct. And so to top it off, you can see the poor person swinging there. It's there, even though they try and hide it. Yeah, that's like the ghost of 3 men and a little baby.
Oh, dude, I was about to bring that up too.
The kid standing there looking right at you.
I didn't sleep for days after I saw that, even though it's not even something really scary, but just the fact that there's a little
staring right at you.
Oh, that gave me chills thinking about it right now.
Yes. Okay, so if you guys don't know this one, 3 men and a little baby, there's a scene that supposedly in the apartment that it was shot, the kid fell out the window. And so as the camera pans by, in the curtains, the little boy's looking right at the camera. Like there's no denying it. Then they tried to say
the little boy's dressed like in like old attire, like 1800s, early 1900s. Yeah.
No, I haven't heard that one. I mean, I've never noticed that one because what I've heard is
if you look at him, he's wearing like suspenders.
Really?
And his hair.
I've seen the suspenders.
The thing that's crazy is his hair is like up like this. Like it looks like if he's floating. You know how you look like if you're a ghost and your hair's all like this?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you look at it, his hair is like this, dude. and you can see the suspenders, and you see his dark pants. I was like, why does he look like he's like in the night, like early 1900s, 1800s?
I just got the chills now because I remember him. Right when you're
Yeah.
saying that, he looks right at you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Aladdin. Aladdin passed away during the show. The carpet broke. The one where they
What?
fly over you. Yeah.
Dang, I didn't hear about that one.
Uh-huh. I heard something like that, Marcus says, but it was a different park. Well, yeah, lots of the parks have everything. What's up, D Blake? I just got here. We talking about exploding children? No, nothing today. I haven't had anything in a while. This just back on the ghost for October. Let's see. Decapitations are scary to hear about. I immediately think about the incident from the Twilight movie from the 80s.
Oh yeah,
The Twilight Zone
with the helicopter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, you shouldn't be messing with poltergeists, though. You shouldn't have messed with that. They kept telling them don't do the movie. They did.
Look, Marcus, I didn't confuse it with the short person. There's two different versions of it on YouTube. If you look on the high definition versions of Wizard of Oz, if you look, it's a stork and it's opening its mouth and it looks like it's in the background. And then the original one, it's not the same thing that you're looking at. It's something else that falls and swings. So I don't know. Yeah, that's why I got thick ass glasses. So maybe I did confuse it with a bird.
No. Because if you have the old VHS or the original DVD, you can see it. Because they, as the internet grows, then they start fixing things. And this is here where Damien's comes in. 3 Men and a Baby. Was it a ghost or a cardboard stand-up? See, later he's saying, "Oh, I that was a joke. I put that there to throw it in." Like, why? It was never talked about.
Yeah,
it was seen in the movie, but then later you want to say that. You know what I'm saying? That one's there. You could see the kid.
You could see it like clearly.
Yeah, for reals. I don't see no cardboard cutout for reals. Damn, I heard my grandma tell that story about Oz in the 80s. I forgot about that. Yeah, because it's in. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's so far back now. Like Joey's saying, they try to fix it.
Yeah, and you can clearly tell you could clearly tell that they re-edited
it. 3 Men and a Little Baby. Where's that from? The old 80s movie. Let's see. That's why Knott's got rid of the parachute ride. People kept jumping out. Here's Marcus already. I'm gonna get scared tonight. Yeah, I'm telling you.
You do. We got to watch cartoons after this.
Yeah, that's my go-to. Got to turn on the cartoons. Because like these tales that we grew up with, but then experience, like where the old kids who tell you about your work, right? The older ones who are there, and then you start and then you see it and it's like, whoa, I didn't know what was going on, but that's really going on. There's a lot out there. So that's what I want you guys to share tonight.
I got a couple of stories from my job right now where
you guys are,
of where I'm at, of ghosts of soldiers that have committed suicide, ghosts of soldiers that died on the base during due to accident or whatever. Yeah. Like okay, there's a spot where I work at. It's a retail station for the rest of the base to go on to get fuel, and one person mans that spot the whole time, so we're by ourselves. So just in case there's a spill or something, we're there to clean it up. Well, we just have this one small building. It's a cubicle with a bathroom. The bathroom's right next to it. So there's times where you're sitting there and it's just completely quiet, and you'll hear the sink next door go on and the toilet flush. And I'm like, what the heck, who's there? So I'll go around, I'll look at the cameras to see because you can see who's walking in and out of that bathroom. And I look and there's no one in there. So I'm like, what the heck? So then one time I went in there, I went back in and I heard somebody like talking, and I just heard like a faint help me. And I'm like, what the heck? Who is that? So I go around, open the door, and there's nobody in there. So I'm like, what the heck? So I was telling one of the maintenance guys there about it, and he goes, yeah, that's supposedly it's a ghost of a soldier who committed suicide there inside the bathroom. I guess he wanted out and he killed himself inside the bathroom.
Oh
And
man!
this was back in the 80s when it happened. Because the
And you
basis,
heard the voice?
Yeah, I literally heard somebody saying, "Help me, help me!" Like it's like crying while he was saying this. So I was like, "What the hell?" So what? That's what I'm saying. I went over there. I thought it was some of the guys playing a joke on me, but no. I looked on the camera. Nobody went in there. Went inside the restroom. Nobody's in there. So yeah, dude. That's why I was like,
so
I like going there because
oh my shit talking home.
there's times, dude, where you can't. And on that base, at night, it's pitch black on the roads. It's pitch black on the roads, and all you see is white crosses all along the sides of the road from all the accidents.
Oh man, yeah.
So I'm telling you, man, at that base, it's there's a lot of death. There was a lot of death there from people dying on accidents on the side of the roads, and soldiers getting killed in accidents. While they're training, suicides. So it's crazy, man, because it's a silence. It's a silence at night that I have not heard anywhere else. Where
Correct.
It's so quiet, dude.
Right.
And you can hear a coyote howling from far away. I mean, it's eerie there, especially when you're at that place, at that retail station. It's just completely quiet there until you hear someone click on the pumps to start pumping the fuel. It's like startling because it's so quiet. It comes on, and every once in a while you'll hear that sink start going. You'll hear someone flush the toilet. You go in there and nobody's there.
Oh my gosh, dude. That's
it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, because it is. And you're right with the how silent it gets, right? Because that's what I talk about a lot. If I feel something or I've seen something, it gets like deafening, right? It's really silent. That in the cold, when the cold happens. I've never literally seen my breath, but the chills, but like, why am I so cold right now? Like that. It's just
See,
I hate
and that's
that.
another thing with that bathroom is it can be like 110, 115 outside. And there's times where you go in that bathroom and it's cool. It's like literally feels like there's an air conditioner in there, and there's no air conditioning in that building.
Oh man, that poor guy just hasn't crossed over. That sucks.
He's just taking a long ass shit.
Yeah, yeah, that really sucks, man. Because they say that about, unfortunately, people who have committed suicide is, they're kind of stuck, and that really does suck, man. Because then you're just like, I don't know if you're there, like you said, he's just stuck in the bathroom or whatever. But geez, that's horrible. Spooky stories about amusement parks are something I'm not too familiar with. Disasters and accidents, yes, but not spooky stories though. Yeah, man. Again, I wish I definitely need Mike to come on confirm, because Mike used to be an old cast member. Corinne but wasn't there long enough to get into some of the stories. But I used to have friends that worked there and everything like that too. And then growing up, so you hear these ones. I know there was one, and I can't remember if it was Small World or Pirates, I believe, but you have to say goodnight. I believe it's Larry, because they knew who it was actually. And if you don't, he kind of gets mad. And like, when you show up the next day, like the ride's not working properly or anything like that. They said they've seen him ride on the cameras. He's sitting down, and it will happen at night. Like, he knows when it's closed. He knows when nobody's there. And the workers who work on it and everything they see him, and then it just gets passed on. Oh, that's Larry. And if you leave, you got to make sure you say goodnight, Larry, or it's going to be a bad day tomorrow.
What the heck?
Basically, right? Yeah. And then the waltz, walking around at different places, the knocking on the door, the sitting on the bench, that comes in on the cameras. And then that has gotten to a lot of back in the day, they used to just reuse the same tapes and blah, blah, blah. So you can re-see it, to where now he's even shown up on the digital ones of walking around, and like I said, you can see the stance of him and like that. The kid one in Haunted Mansion, that was a little boy. And so they believe that one was because he had his ashes spread there And so now he's running. They say because he cries. He's running around on the ride crying if you see him, because he's basically like lost, right? The mom dumped him there. The kid doesn't want to be there. That's the one with the kid in Haunted Mansion that I've heard is the little boy crying, to where they've seen him on camera sitting in there or walking like, hey, you can't. And then they go, and of course, there's nothing there at all. So I haven't heard anything from the accidents that have happened there of, the haunting of, oh, well, that's the person who, accidentally died on Thunder or something like that. I heard there's a lady who rides Thunder Mountain that you see. And people, the one with that is people have caught her during the day of like when it shuts down, and then you know how they run it and they run them through. Then they can catch and see like one lady sitting on there in the back with like a straight face all the time. Kind of, they said like in 60s attire. Yeah. That's
what the hell?
Yeah, that's crazy. Especially the ones that show up at night. Oh man. Like I said, where I used to work out there at George Air Force Base, those kids would run amok and play all night. So I know that's when it happens, right? It's like, I hated it. I hated it so much. You just had to hurry up, do your stuff, and go.
Yeah.
Let's see. D Blake was talking about his park is Action Park. I am gonna have to watch that. Yeah, Marcus says, why do coworkers do that? Like act all casual when you experience the ghostess. It's a whole setup. Yeah, because they're the ones who've been scared before.
Yeah, you know what I think? Yeah, I think like they're setting you up to get scared, and deep down inside, they're freaked out. They gotta put on their poker face or their ghost face and act like, I'm not scared of it, because they know you're gonna freak out and you'll be like, I'm not going in there. I'm not gonna go. I'll quit. I won't do it.
Exactly.
So, yeah, they're not gonna go in there all scared. They're gonna go in there all, don't worry about it. He's not gonna, or they won't even tell you about it. So that's what gets me mad, when they don't tell you about it.
The old man with me was just like, oh, so are you gonna leave now? No, I need to work here. I said, but you could have said something instead of just, hurry up. I'm like, that makes it worse. Like, you're adding to the story of, the gate coming unlocked and everything like that. No. What's up? We got Obi-Wan Chingones is here.
Orale.
Sending the proper shout out right there. Orale, Fallen Fett always with the best live streams. I do have to share the 3 minute a baby reminds me of my own nightmare stories with my pervy tios. You gotta tell him no, Obi-Wan. You gotta get away. Too many coronas. Let's see what's up. What's up, Nick Figs? Welcome to the show. Look at Marcus. Don't tell me you're saying eternal poo. Yeah, that sucks, dude. Eric, deafening the hair on my face, arm stand up, followed by cold sweat, and you have to force yourself to move.
Yep.
Yeah, it's that bad when someone.
You know what? Happens. I experienced that one time at my job when I was working at 3M, where you can't move because you're so terrified. Because one time I had to open up, and for the first time I had to open up, and so there's only one light on one end of the warehouse that you have to turn off the alarm and stuff like that. Then you got to walk all the way to the other side of the warehouse to turn on all the lights of the warehouse. Well, it's pitch dark, dude. So you have to literally grab a flashlight that's right there by the front door and walk your way all the way to the warehouse to the other end to turn on the lights. Well, as you're walking, all you hear is just all the creaks and all the poundings of the vents and all that. And I'm literally walking down, and then all I heard was, "Hey!" And I stopped. I'm in the middle of the aisle, and I'm in the mid part from the front to the back to where I gotta go, and I'm like with the flashlight just moving around, dude. And literally all I hear is like a breath, and I can't move, dude. I'm literally like this, and I cannot move, and I'm forcing myself to like it feels like my feet are stuck in mud, dude.
Yeah.
Because I'm so terrified. So I finally made myself to the lights. Once I hit the lights, it just felt like a different atmosphere. Felt different. Like it's like you sheer terror, like
Yeah.
like everyone's saying, like a paralyzing terror that just hits you because you're like, you know what you heard. It's not in your mind. You know what you heard, and you even feel
Yeah.
the so. And there's stories about that place being haunted also. It's
And
right off Oak Hills.
Corinne wouldn't let me go upstairs by myself. Like if we were done for the night, like hey, she was done. So she would make me wait until she was in the room, and then I had to shut off everything, and then there I am running up the stairs. Like, don't look behind you. Don't do it. It's always bad, man. That feeling of like if they're up against you.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And then to get into Marcus E, like, why do you do that? Because you don't want it to. So you're even telling yourself of, nothing's there. Nothing's there. I'm okay. I'm all right. And it messes you up. What's up,
It's
Aiden
almost like
Skate?
them goats. It's almost like those goats that get so scared that they freeze up and just faint. It's like that.
They go on all fours.
The type of feeling you get when you see something like that, dude.
When do they end up snapping out of it? Those freaking goats. I hate working in easements out here, the utility easements behind homes that we have, and all these people out here that have the goats, because it sounds like somebody's talking to you. The way that they, I mean, it sounds like somebody's trying to talk to you, and I'm always stupid goat all the time. Aiden Skate says, I work at a prison on the slope of a mountain in Hawaii. I work graveyard shift. Oh, let's just say the spooky factor sometimes can really play tricks on you. Oh, man. That does suck. I'm telling you, graveyard's a different beast out there, man. Let's see. I know we had another one up here. Let's see. What was it? Oh, yeah, Marcus with what are some of your favorite pieces of evidence of paranormal stuff? Like stuff you haven't experienced. Oh, like, so other stories that we heard that they show. I mean, that's a lot out there, because then people
I send
get
them
into
to you all the time, dude.
Yeah, especially now in this day and age that we're in of social media, from TikTok to Instagram, and people showing what's going on. It's so bad. I mean, I put the story that I was telling to the little girl, I put on my stories of Instagram. So I didn't know if you guys were able to see that, where she was arguing.
Oh, dude, that's terrible.
She was arguing with the spirit.
That's terrible.
The way that she's arguing with it must be a family member, I'm thinking. And then it tried to grab her toys, and she gets mad.
She's not scared of them.
No, she's not. She's arguing with it.
Yeah.
She's literally arguing with it. That's the one that I posted last week. There's just stuff all the time now that people show.
That I didn't notice before. When I remember seeing the part where she goes like that, and it takes that box from her. Yeah. But there's another part where I didn't see it, where she had it in her arm like this, and you see her arm go like this, like if it was already trying to take it out of her arm. And right in the beginning.
Really?
That's
so is that what started the argument?
Yeah, because she's talking, she's got it like this, right? She's got it like this in her arm, and then she's talking to it, and you just see her arm go like that, and then she pulls it back, and then that's when she went like this, and then it started pulling. It's like pulling like that, and I was like, "What the heck?" I didn't notice that part when she has it under her armpit.
Yeah. So see, stuff like that, Marcus, is what I get creeped out on, because like you can tell camera tricks on some. Oh, okay. You know which one gets me right now is the dude in oh crap, where is he? Is that somewhere in Europe, I believe. And his Alexa talks to him.
Oh, dude. Oh, that's why.
Have you seen that dude?
Get one. Yes, I'll never get one.
He's moved on to YouTube and stuff now with all the cameras in the house constantly. So that ghost apparition, whatever it may be, talks to him through Alexa.
Yeah.
Like if he falls asleep watching TV in the living room on that couch, it will start calling out his name. And then the Alexa keeps telling him, leave. leave,
Yeah.
leave. Yeah. And he's
And
like,
then
no,
it starts
what do you
laughing at us.
want?
Ha 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 ha
Yeah,
ha ha.
yeah.
I was like,
Ha,
oh.
ha, ha. No, I couldn't deal with that. So now
Didn't
it
it say
showed it
its
from the
name too?
bedroom.
Didn't
Yeah.
it say
Oh,
its
he
name
asked.
or you? What did it say? Something about I'm dead
He
or something. It says something, dude.
Yeah, because he literally he's been there so long, he talks to it and he wants it
Yeah.
out. So he said, how can I help you? What do you want? And it's looking for a girl. And he's like, she doesn't live here. He's even went to the point of saying, looking up the name and
Mm.
saying, that name that you say has never been in this building. You're lost. Pass over. Leave me alone. And then it will come back and say, lying, lying,
Yeah.
lying. Yeah. And then he says, I've tried to help you. That person has never lived here before. And then the kitchen will start going crazy with all of
Yeah.
the cabinet, like it's pissed off, right? And he just walks and goes to bed. And I'm like, how could you do that? I don't, that's so much, dude.
It's like he just tells her, you know what, you figure it out. I'm going to bed.
Right. You woke me up. I'm going to bed. I got work tomorrow. Yeah, that dude has moved on to lots of videos on YouTube and everything like that. So that, I mean, the evidence that's out there now of people being able to record everything, you can see the ones that are set up. You can really tell.
Yeah, it just sucks because it's like 80% of it is people doing some of it's CGI, some of it's good editing.
Correct.
I'm almost positive that when I sent you with the hand, it's just a real good someone cutting it
I was
when
trying
the
to
door in.
I was trying to watch it and I couldn't catch it though. I
So
couldn't catch it.
It's a smooth on, like there's no cut at all.
That's I haven't found it where it goes blurry or anything like that. The movement is where it could happen, but usually you can catch that because the shadows aren't the same.
Okay.
It's like blurry and you can see that cut in the blur, right?
Yeah.
But I haven't been able to catch it on that one. So I don't know. But with everybody else's hauntings and me able to put it up, like that dude is just straight recording things now all the time.
Okay, did you ever see the one where did you see the one where it shows a family chilling outside and there's a house across the street and it shows a girl going across the street to go and check on the house because I guess the person who lived there was out of the house. They were out on vacation or something like that, so they went down to go and check because they said they seen someone moving around the house. And they show her walking across the street, and as she's walking across the street, you can see in the window something running by real quick, back and forth. Like that, dude. Just running by real quick. And she's walking, and then when it shows it, she stops, and she's like, hell no, I'm not going over there. And she's walking, and you can hear them going, oh my God, look, you can see it. And you literally see something running back and forth real fast. You haven't seen that one?
No.
I'll send it to you tonight.
Not across the house. How about the girl that was filming her TikTok with her sliding glass door, and you see somebody pushing the curtain, and she goes swinging at it, and nothing was there?
I think I've seen that one. Yeah.
Yeah. You can see the hand coming out of the curtain, like and she was obviously. Ugh. Yeah, Eric's had a lot. Eric's had a lot, man.
Oh my God. Yeah, I forgot I sent that to Dario. That one.
Because you sent it to me, Joey. I know that's all Joey be doing is sending me this stuff. If it's too scary at the beginning, I don't watch it. Forget it.
And a lot of times, once they start speaking Spanish and they're outside and it's dark, I won't look at it till the morning, dude. For some reason, the Spanish speaking ones, like down in Mexico and Puerto Rico and shit, I won't even. They're scared. Those ones are scary, dude, because they always deal with witches. They always do witches when they show those ones.
Yeah, the live ones. Torrin Susan, I swear, I just heard the doorbell. I checked the door, no one there. Run! Yeah, Torrin, that's crazy. All I see on my TikTok are ladies. I don't know why. Adam, what's up? Welcome to the show. Hey, you want me to send you a link so you could tell your story? Let me know, yes or no. I'll send it to you right now, sir, so you can hop on and let everybody know about what happened to you, because Adam is the I have an answer for it type, right? Like it was probably because of this, but then he did have something happen to him.
Did the
So
ghost touch you in a certain kind of way, Adam?
because there's always an answer for everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when the crazy stuff happens, like like I said, I've felt it since a kid, but like that when a whole damn ass chair moves, that's something else, look at like Marcus with this one. I remember seeing a video of someone's kitchen and everything was flying out from plates to chairs, drawers. There's a channel that has multiple videos on it. I don't know the name though. So this guy, the one that we're talking about with the Alexa, his kitchen goes crazy, but it's fine. So he's laying on the couch like he always is, and you hear like the slamming of the dishwasher. You hear all the cabinets slamming open and the drawers going at it, and he'll run and get up and walk over, and everything's fine. So nothing that is thrown out like that has he visually caught, but that's where it gets crazy. I mean, stuff like that. If I literally saw right now on camera like one of my figures start flying off the shelf, yeah, I'm out. Like I wouldn't be able just to sit there and be like, oh, that's crazy. You know what I mean? Like last week when this thing fell in front of me while we were talking, I was like, oh, okay. It's got to be a reason for that.
Move in the background, so if I see something move in the background, do I let you know or do I just let the show go on?
No. Yeah, I have to see it. You go ahead and just let the show go on because there's too much for stuff to happen here, Yeah.
Yeah, TikTok's filled with videos like that, man. Where especially with the kid ones, dude. Those are the ones that I'm like, yeah, I ain't watching that till the morning.
Well, I don't like the ones either where the kids are talking to ghosts, like the little girl. So the little girl one who was yelling, I watched that one because she was familiar with it, obviously, right? I mean, but the ones that sit there and talk or are playing, toss the ball
ones
to
I
it.
hate, dude, are the ones with the camera crib, the crib, the cameras that they're on the crib.
Yeah.
You ever seen those?
Yes.
I remember seeing one and it freaked me out so bad, dude, where the kid's standing up looking at the camera.
Yeah.
And you just see this face come out of the darkness and look, you can see the face clearly between the bars of the crib. And I was like, what the heck? And my sister has one of those for my nephew, dude. And I told her, I was like, how do you even look at that? Because after seeing that video, it's like, I'm like, oh, dude, I can't even look at those. Because it's almost like you're waiting for something to pop out, dude. Because those camera cribs catch a lot of stuff, especially, I mean, you go on TikTok, there's tons of those.
I stopped watching those kid ones because I seen one where the kid just wouldn't stop staring at the camera. And we're talking like a little baby who helped himself up on the crib, standing there and was just staring at it forever. You know what I'm saying? And then the mom says that then she showed the video and then of course ran in there. So it's really dark, so you couldn't tell if there was an edit or not. But when the camera cuts off and you hear the mom crying, that's where I'm like, oh shit, was that real? Because then she ran in there and hits the lights and the baby's asleep. the baby was out. Right. And so then you see her run over and grab the baby and you hear her start crying and the phone goes out. Like she shut it off. And I was just like, so I can't tell because that was in the dark, but was that an edit or not? Yeah, that one's it.
Yeah.
So Marcus,
what about ones of gamers? Go ahead.
While they're playing?
Yeah,
and stuff happening in the background.
And something happens in the background, like a door will open up or something will slam. Like I seen one of this, I guess this kid was supposed to be house sitting the neighbor's house or something like that. And so he's doing a live and he already has like a weird feeling while he was setting this stuff up. And so he starts his live and you just start seeing the door in the background opening all slow. And then all of a sudden it just slams. And so he gets all scared. He gets up and starts looking around the house and he goes on trying to do his live and he can't do it, dude, because there's so much stuff happening in the background. Like even I guess he was trying to ignore it, but even people are messaging him like saying, hey, dude, there's something going on in the back of you. Like they're messaging him and telling him, dude. So
oh man,
I guess he cut his feet and he was on, I forgot what show it was, dude. It was on one of those shows on the Travel Channel where they talk about like paranormal stuff. He was on one of those shows because I remember seeing it on TikTok, and then I saw it on one of those paranormal shows. So like, dang, yeah, I didn't know if you saw that one or not.
I haven't seen that one. Marcus, so this one says, if I were a ghost, I'd be pissed I'm not able to eat food anymore. But you wonder why most ghosts are from centuries ago, but never a ghost from the 2000s. A new one, right? Yeah. So what that one goes to is where people say that we're just running into the past type thing. That's what I was explaining on that one show, the one time of where we're, like multiverse type thing of they're there living theirs, but for some reason we crossed and seen them. That's why they look like a ghost. That's what some people explain that as, of seeing old ones. Look at Toy Renzu straight apologizing for the jokes that he made earlier. Saying, that's the ghost there. You ain't welcome here no more. Oh, let's see. There's a phenomenon that happened in Mindanao in 2020 where there would be knocking on doors and gates in the middle of the night. Might be ghosts or no-gooders. Ooh, in the middle of the night? Yeah. If I heard somebody banging on my door in the middle of the night and then I went, nothing was there, that's it. Because first thing, I'm checking my camera. Yeah. I don't even care. For sure. We have cameras at work that detect movement and it circles it. Sometimes we see it circle nothing but the size of a person, move around and disappear. Oh,
we got to see that footage. We have to see that footage.
Oh man, are you serious?
Pics or videos, or it didn't happen?
Okay, so mine does that too. So it will circle the car person.
What? Yeah.
Cat, but not like that. That's what I'm saying. There's something there. So I know what he's talking about of the circle, and it shows you.
Okay.
But if it's that size of a person and nothing's there,
yeah, my cameras don't do that. They don't circle the object that's moving. They just, like, every once in a while, my camera will go off because my flag, it'll catch the movement of my flag, or it'll catch the movement of my palm tree. Then it'll go off, and I'll check to see who's out there, and there's nobody out there. So I'm like, okay, it's the tree or it's the flag. But yeah, it won't. Damn, thank God that thing don't circle. I don't want to know. Get that.
No, mine circles. Mine does, but I haven't seen that, so I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? I've been here for a year now. I'm cool because I ain't never had that happen. Everything that, if it shows me a circle, that whatever it is there. That's it. Yeah, that's, oh man, that's crazy. Eric, there is no disputing that there is life after death. We have electricity in our nervous system. First law of energy cannot be created or destroyed. It is constant in the universe. Yeah, it's a crazy thing. That's what I'm saying of being able to feel a loved one or see a loved one or anything like that. That's crazy. The gear used in Ghost Hunter is kind of confusing, like the ones that make a lot of screechy noise to detect words within the white noise. I think that's how it works. Yeah, I've seen those ones too. I don't know. I've never done used any type of anything, to hear. One, because like I said, I'm just too scared to, because like I said, I've known there's been something since I was like a kid, so I wouldn't want to. I don't want to hear what they're saying or anything. So I don't know how that works where, they turn the dials down and the white noise and you can actually see that something is being said and then they switch it to that. I don't know the technical terms.
Like they're using this device now where it's a lot of static and it sounds almost like a walkie-talkie where someone's coming in when they start talking. You ever seen those now? Where it sounds more clear now. It doesn't sound like a white noise type thing, but it sounds like if someone's talking to you on a walkie-talkie or something. Yeah, they're using them now. They say they work really good in graveyards, but they get kind of distorted when you use them in the house and stuff, because I guess something with the wires in the house and the pipes in the house, they distort the frequencies in the machine or whatever. But and so sometimes you'll hear responses, but they won't be as good as when you're out somewhere like at a graveyard where there's no You know,
Really?
you're not around a bunch of
Yeah.
electrical wiring or like that. I mean that's what was explained to me by this one guy that does all that.
See, because I don't want to. Oh, Aiden Skate said it's a prison, so we can't take photos. Thanks for trying, though. I appreciate it. I just those I don't like to watch because then again, like I'm saying, like oh, if you ever heard this, then I don't want to know all that. Like when my TV does go out or I hear a certain noise, like I said, I have so many fans in the house always
Dude,
to drown out noise. So
Marcus Yee, I loved that show Destination Truth. He's talking about shows that they used to come out like that. That show Destination Truth was the best one out of all of them, dude.
yeah.
Because Homeboy went to crazy place, especially when he went to that Island of the Dolls. Have you ever seen that? A documentary on that? No?
No.
Holy
I don't want
shit,
to.
dude.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want
Oh,
to.
dude, you have to see that.
No.
It's an island in Mexico off of by Mexico City. And it's an island about the size of 2 city blocks. And it's all surrounded by dolls, by old dolls. And so right now they're saying the Mexican government, they used to be a tourist attraction, but now the Mexican government don't allow people to go on there because the story behind it is, I guess there was this guy that used to tend the island, and he used to help the dolls because I guess a little girl drowned on the island. So her ghost would come and torment him, and he would have to go and put candy and candles along the shores of the island to keep her happy. And then he would bring her dolls as toys and stuff. So as the legend went on, people would go and visit, and they would bring, candy, and they would bring a doll for her. So the island is just surrounded by, and I'm not talking like regular dolls. These are those old school Mexican porcelain dolls with the eyes that move when you move them up and down, and how the eyes open up and stuff like that, dude. And that show Destination Truth did a show on it. It was one of the scariest ones I've seen, dude. I mean, it didn't really show much like paranormal activity, but they showed the visuals of the dolls. You can hear someone walking on top of the shelter where they were at. And the cameraman gets so scared, dude, that he just runs out because you can see a shadow too in the background moving as it's walking on top of that shack.
No. See, that's why I don't watch stuff like that.
Watch, I'm gonna find on YouTube because there's a lot of documentaries on that island, and I'll send it to you so you can see it. It's crazy.
That's gross, dude. Seeing and stuff like that, where like it starts as a story and then people have to go visit it. And now your tall tale grows, from there.
Yeah.
That's why I like to hear the ones where people have seen stuff and actually experienced it, or didn't want to, and unfortunately they were a part of it. So no. Nothing with the dolls or anything. Like as I said, growing up for me, that little foot being possessed, that was enough for me. I don't want nothing like that ever again, dude. No. And that wasn't even doing nothing. That would just show up next to me, be looking at me. That was gross. And still to this day, like I don't have an answer for that one or why. So no, dolls and all of that, forget it.
I still don't have an answer for that Teddy Ruxpin.
Right, yeah.
With the no batteries. So did you ever see that TikTok where it shows a guy walking, another Mexican one, where the guy in Mexico is walking with a doll that's like the size of a small child, and all he has to do is hold it, and it's all stiff, it's all straight, and he just holds it by the arms like that, and he starts walking, and you can see the legs start moving on its own, and it's all walking on its own. The doll. You haven't seen that?
I don't understand why people do all this stuff at the cemeteries, man. Like you're not supposed to be there. Just leave it alone.
Yeah.
There's literally the dead there. Leave it alone. And that's all they're doing is showing up with their cameras, hearing the noises and everything. You know, that's
Mhm.
I don't get it. Don't mess with it. I already hate when you have to attend your funeral, a funeral yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, ugh,
See, and
I
I don't
hate
like
that.
funerals, dude. I can't stand funerals. Like, I'll only go to a funeral if I had a relationship with you, if I had like a friendship with you. If I didn't talk to you for 10 years, even some family members, dude, if I haven't talked to you in 15, 10 years, I ain't going to your funeral, dude.
Yeah,
It's not a thing of lack of respect. It's I don't like being surrounded by the dead
yeah.
because
That- I
it's an
hate going to
unsettling feeling, dude.
I hate going to hospitals for exactly that reason,
Another thing, yeah.
dude. Because I've seen some old ass people. My dad had so many surgeries that as a kid we were always at the hospital, and I hated being there at night and you see that old ass dude walking in the hallway, and it's literally is that dude
Mhm.
dead or is he alive? Because it looks that old, right? And the way that they
Yeah.
move, I hate it. Not only that, when the family has to go to the hospital or anything like that, I don't like to go back there because that's the memory that stays with you. I don't want that memory to stay with
Mhm.
me of oh, that's how they look. You know what I'm saying? I don't
Yeah.
want that at all. But yeah, messing around at the cemeteries and everything like that. No, dude, you don't do that. Loki says, bro, one time when our aunt let us stay in her late mother-in-law's house, there was a room filled with dolls. I was like, nope, not staying in this room. No, I wouldn't even stay at the house if there's like a bunch of dolls. Again, you got to fake that sickness. I got to go
Yeah.
right away. You do. Omega Weapon 13, what's up? There's a house we live in 05. Once in a while, we can hear someone turning on the bathroom sink water or see someone walking across the long hallway. After we moved, my mom told us that someone died there. Oh, all that time? Yeah. And see, they're not messing with you. That to me was they were doing their own routine, right?
Yeah,
The walking
it's
across the
like a
hallway.
residual. It's like they call it a residual haunt.
Yeah.
They don't know you're there. They're just going about doing their own residual thing.
The bathroom sink
So
water. I need it on so I can pee. Just turn it on. Loki says Chucky's to blame for the dolls. Yeah, but see, Littlefoot was before Chucky, man.
how could you be
Was
scared of Littlefoot, dude?
dude because it was something was wrong with that stuffed animal. Something was wrong. They say churches are scarier than cemeteries because they prefer to stay there at night. Ooh, no,
Heck yeah, especially when the statues are like right there looking right
I
at you.
that's what I'm saying. I hate the statues. The
Those
statues is a whole
statues,
different
and
thing.
if you notice those statues, and I only noticed this in a Catholic church, is when you walk by the statues, how the eyes follow you. Like even with the pictures, how you walk by them and just for
Yeah.
some reason the eyes look like they follow you. And
Mm-hmm.
I've always wondered why, what type of illusion is that, or what is it? Because I've never noticed that on any other pictures. I've only
There,
noticed it in a church.
there's videos out there too with some of those spiritual statues, things happening, right? Like the
Oh,
crying,
the cry, the
the
blood crying, and
tears, the
yeah.
blood, the opening of the eyes where it's
Oh
caught on
heck no,
camera,
dude.
where how there's sometimes they're closed
Yeah,
and then they show, that it was open and they go back and they're closed. Like, that's weird. Something's up with that. To me, that's not a ghost. That's a possession,
that's a
you know?
demon, dude.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Whether it be a church or not, that's really gross.
Yeah.
I would just rather send my family and friends to a theme park when I die. No need to come see me laying there. Yeah, I don't like that either. And then some people think that it's disrespectful.
Did you see that?
No, what was it?
You didn't see that?
I
The
saw
lights
you
flickered in
look.
my whole. Dude, everything just went dark and went right back on real quick.
I was reading, but I saw you look.
Yeah, everything just flickered on and off right now.
Celebrate and have fun. Don't need to be sad
Yeah.
when I die. Just have a good time. All right, look.
Yeah.
If you're there with Joey right now, just tap a figure.
Don't, dude, don't encourage it. Serious, don't encourage it. Don't listen to
But
him.
it's listening, and it's like this. We just shut up.
No.
will you just shut up, please?
Just go get a sandwich.
Yeah, huh?
You know.
But yeah, man, those old tales of stuff growing up and everything, and the difference now is the social media that we have. So
Mhm.
that all that stuff is out there. But like we said, on that stuff, that's where you can't tell if it was a fake or not. There's so much camera tricks and everything now that we have. So that's really
Yeah,
hard.
man, don't be saying that, man. Logic. Wasn't that man?
Yeah,
That was Marcus. That was
Marcus. That
Marcus that
was
said that.
Marcus. Yeah.
No, he will.
Hmm. Speaking of, did you see that preview?
Of
That
what?
Christmas Story's coming out.
No,
They're redoing a Christmas Story. They're part 2.
are they?
Yes. What is this?
How in
Hold
the hell
on.
are they gonna do a part 2?
He's grown up now.
No way.
Yeah, I swear to God. We got a visitor.
Man.
We got a visitor. Oh no, it just went away. Oh, come back. Was that you or was that the ghost? Hold on, we'll see if the
Ghost ringing
visitor
the
comes.
doorbell.
Yeah, it's the ghost ringing the doorbell again. My weird death wish is to be a skull in Shakespeare's Hamlet play. Man, Loki. Whoa.
Ah, man, I hope they don't reboot an Exorcist. There's that ghost again.
Yo. So okay, I'm glad that you're still on, and I just got home. I don't like talking about this because it stopped. It had stopped, but I hate bringing it up. But I've been living in this apartment for almost 20 years now, right? Since my firstborn was like a baby, infant. We lived here for about 2 years, and a friend of mine that I haven't seen in like years at this point, right? Just randomly strolls by. I live on a dead end. He randomly strolls by. I see him and I'm like, what the hell? And I'm like, yo, what's going on? Like, I haven't seen you in a minute. He's like, oh, I just saw you at the corner. So I came by. Yo, not even 15 minutes into the conversation, he's like, yo, there's a tombstone in the next yard. I'm like, what? Tombstone? He's like, yeah. Dude, we walk up to my driveway and literally like right across from where I'm at right now, there's a tombstone. And there's a whole property that fits a whole house, but it's property of the city because of that tombstone, right?
No way.
So my wife, I go and I call her. At this point, we're almost 2 years in, and I'd never noticed this. So I call her. She comes. She gets freaked out. She gets on the Googles. Before Google was Google, it was just regular encyclopedia Google, right? So
Yeah.
she goes and she finds out. She finds out it was a dude that passed away from some disease. He had about 5 or 7 kids. 4 of them died because of diseases. An infant, like a toddler, and like no more than like 9 years old, they had passed away, right, from sickness. Supposedly the wife, and long story short, the whole family was there at one point, and they moved them to somewhere else. But that tombstone stayed there. That sole one, and it's cracked, right? And you can tell someone tried to fix it, dude.
Oh.
But before that, I used to have things happen to me, right? I told you last week about at my mom's house and whatnot with the Ouija
Yeah.
board. So I feel like something was following me or attached to me. Years passed by, and like just things were happening to me constantly. I always kept it to myself, never told nobody. One random night, I'm with my wife and my oldest is godmother, and next thing you know, we're just telling stories, and I'm like, no shit, shut the fuck up. They're telling me exactly what I've been experiencing, right? And it feels like when I live on the first floor and there's a second floor, the stairway is always dark. When I get to the door, I always felt, yo, there's someone up there watching me. Like you feel it, right? You feel it.
Yes, the feeling
Yo,
of
dude,
it. Yeah.
So I just every night I would always go when I used to smoke cigarettes. I would always go outside and I'm like, yo, I'll be so scared to come back inside and look up. I would always like look down and just keep it moving.
Yes, that was me running up the stairs. Yeah.
Right? Yo, so
You don't look behind you. You don't look in front of you.
so there used to be a tree right on the opposite side of my driveway. I'm with a friend one time. He comes by. He runs back inside. He's like, "Yo, there's someone outside, bro." I'm like, "The fuck you talking about?" He's like, "Dude, there's someone outside. Come on, come on." I go outside. I'm like, "Yo, what happened?" He's like, "Yo, I saw someone by the tree poke their head out and stare at me." I looked and I said, "What's up?" They put their head back. I went around the tree. He's like, "Dude, there was nobody there." And I'm like, "Yo, my man, we need to go back inside." And whatever. I always kept these things to myself because there's a lot of people that always have an explanation for this, right?
Yes.
Non-believers,
Right.
Non-believers,
Yes.
or they do believe, but they're like, no. There's got to be Rich. There's got to be an explanation for it.
Right. It's not happening.
One day, my wife, she comes and she's coming home. She was out drinking, so she was somewhat drunk. She goes to me the next day. She's like, "Yo, why the hell you were messing with me last night?" I'm like, "The fuck are you talking about?" She goes, "When I was coming home, you kept pulling my hair and like messing with my shoulders." And so I'm like, "Bro, when you got home, I was passed out." She's like, "Yo, someone did." And then like later on the day, she's remembering. She's like, "Yo, something was grabbing me." And I got so mad that I thought it was you that I was like, "Yo, get the fuck off me." And then it stopped, right? So, fast forward another year or so, I go and I tell a friend, he's Puerto Rican, and they do this brujeria shit, right? His wife and his mother-in-law do that stuff. So he's like,
see?
"Yo, my mother-in-law said, come to the house, we'll give you a cleanse, and you'll get rid of that stuff." And I'm like, "I'm good, homie." What happens with these cleanses is they take one away, but put another one on you, right? So I heard. So he was like, "Yo, do this and that." So one day I just got fed up and I was like, "Yo, just leave me alone." And it kind of stopped. But I used to see shadow figures standing on my bedroom door, at least like 6 feet tall, right? I used to see shadows up my block and things like that. And I would just be like, "Yo, forget this. Forget it. I'm not doing it." It happened every day, every night to me for like about 4 years straight, bro. We had a roommate. My youngest's godmother, she lived with us for quite some time. And one day she was like, "Yo, I can't be in that room anymore. I'm too scared." She's like, "I hear things like on the window and stuff like that. And like I even hear people whispering." And I'm like, "Yo, let's talk." And I just started telling her everything. And she was like, "Yo, what the hell?" The worst thing that's ever happened to me in this house was when I had a living room where is my room now. When we first moved in again, it was about a Saturday morning, maybe 6 o'clock, 5:30. The sun was just coming up, right? So it was bright. And I forgot what it's called when you're like asleep, but you're awake. You're like in that trance state, right?
Yes.
So I'm laying there and I wake up and I open my eyes and I just feel like if somebody goes like this, and I couldn't move, I couldn't breathe. And just like in the movies, when they do that, you're like, "Girl."
Yeah.
I start doing that and I'm like, I can't move. I'm like frozen, bro. And all I hear is, and I'm like, "Oh, yo." When I tell you I turned into a 5-year-old, I got up the minute I was able to move. I ran to the room where my wife and my daughter's godmother was, and I threw myself in there like a baseball slide head first. And I was like, "I am not going back to that living room." And I'm like, she's like, "What happened?" I'm like, "I'm not going back there, yo." And I kept it to myself for like about a month, and then I told them.
Yeah.
Yo, back in my mom's house, right? I'm laying down, same thing. You always sleep with my back towards the door and me facing the wall. I slept on a twin size bed till I was like 21. My mom would always come in the mornings and put my laundry away and stuff like that, right, when I was younger. This day, another weekend morning, it's early in the morning, the sun's out. I feel my door used to get jammed, so you would have to rattle the doorknob and then push it because it would be like tight up against the door the
The
door
jam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what you call it? So I go, I hear the thing rattling, and I'm thinking, oh, it's my mom, whatever. I'm half asleep. Yo, next thing you know, my back sinks. And I'm like, someone just sat down on my bed. What the hell is going on? When I felt like something like kind of stroked my back, I jumped, bro. I jumped. I ran up. I ran out the door. My door was closed, completely closed, and it's like 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning. My parents and my littlest sisters are sleeping.
Uh,
I always used to hear, and I mean, again, I don't like talking about because I'm afraid it's just gonna come back. I
right.
used to hear footsteps when I was in my aunt's house downstairs, and I lived upstairs. I would hear footsteps, and I would run upstairs with a knife and a bat, and I'm like, yo, who's up here? Nobody. When we moved to this house, same thing. Fast forward, maybe like I don't know how long. The person that lives with us in the second floor, well, used to live here. She mentioned one time that she had a boyfriend and he OD'd, but I don't know. I don't think it was in this house.
Mm-hmm.
But she was always like attached to him and stuff like that. She never got with anybody else. That was the only like love of her life, whatever. And I'm like, yo, she must have done something where this dude was still here with her. And it wasn't until like I just literally just started ignoring it that it went away.
Yes.
But yo, there's days where I'm just like, I don't want to be in this house. I gotta leave. I don't like being when I'm home alone. I tell everybody I can't sleep when I'm home alone, and it's because of things like that.
Yeah.
I
Right.
hear a lot
Dang.
and stuff like that. Like, dude, I could hear a pin drop on another room, and when I hear noises like creaking on the floor or something, I'm like, nah, homie, I'm out. I'm gone. I'm gone. But luckily, like I said, nothing's happened since. It's been
For
years. It's been
Damn,
a
for a
bro.
long
while.
time.
I apologize, bro. I apologize for sending you that scary shit. That
Yeah, that's why I always send you the finger emoji because I'm like, nah, yo. But like, my oldest, when she was like around 4 and 5, had an imaginary friend, and
Uh,
we thought nothing of it. But then there was like some instances where it would be like, yo, nah, hold on, what did your friend say, or with this and that and the
right.
third, and they'll
Right.
be like,
yeah.
I don't want you talking to her no more. I don't want you talking to her no more. And my youngest, when she was a baby, like little, we would see her talk like towards the window and stuff. And yo, we deaded that shit real quick. I was like, no, 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 that ain't happening again. No, 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 no way. And then, like it's crazy, bro. Because I used to, like I said, I never told anybody. I would keep it to myself because you would just look at me stupid.
Yeah.
And then just one random day, it was me, my wife, and the person that lived with us, just trading stories, and I'm like, yo, why haven't y'all said nothing? And they all said the same thing. You probably look at me like I'm crazy and wouldn't believe me.
Right. Right.
Yo, I've had things happen to me at
Mm-mm.
work. Real quick, right? The motion sensor faucets. I'm working overnight on museum security. I pass by a bathroom, doors closed. It's about 3 in the morning. Two faucets in two different bathrooms go off at the same time. And I said, yep, I'm going back. And I ran back. I was like, there's either someone here and nice and clean washing their hands after they use the bathroom, or this junk just went off with no one in this building and the door's closed to the bathroom. I'm gone, homie.
Yeah.
Never. I'm like, yo, again, so happy that nothing's happened in years over here.
Yeah.
But I do like it used to be so much things on me. Like my mother-in-law would tell me, I would tell her these things after we all found out, and I told her, she's like, yo, there's something attached to you. She would
Yes.
go to DR where she's from to get a rosary and get it blessed by a priest. She would
Yeah.
bring me back the rosary, and I would wear them. I have Ernie, Joe, bro. I had like about 10 rosaries at one point, right?
Yeah.
I was wearing two at
Dang.
a time. They were all blessed. She said, when you wear a rosary, if something bad's gonna happen to you, the rosary would break. I'm not lying to you guys. I had four of them break on me. One of them, I was sitting there just like this, and I looked down. I go and I went I went. I looked down. I go like this, and it just like falls apart.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the hell? And
Damn.
I'm like, yo, I'm not even doing. I literally just grab it like to go like this, and it just the um the crucifix and like around that area it broke, and then it also snapped around where I was wearing it around my neck, like if someone would pull it, you know.
Right. Right.
Another time I go to my car right after work, I'm about to get off shift, and my coworker comes in, the one that's relieving me, and he goes, "Oh snap! Look what I just found!" And it was like the crucifix and the little two pieces of the beads. And I'm like, I looked down, I'm like, what the hell? And I was like, he's like, I'm like, where'd you find that? He's like, oh, right there on the steps by your car. And I'm like,
Ah.
come on, bro.
Yeah.
Hell,
Yo,
dude.
just things would just happen, and like I still wear them, and I kept the broken ones. I don't throw them out. I kept them. They're like in a little baggie somewhere,
Mhm.
and like in my drawer. But I still wear my rosaries. I'm like, yo, whatever you want to tell me at this point, I was like, I'll do it. You tell me get skunked and then bathe with onions, I would have done it, because I'm like, it got to the point, bro, that I couldn't sleep more than an hour because I kept seeing so many things, and I would just be like in those trances that
Right.
I was just messed up, yo.
Right.
Messed up.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this is everything that we were talking about on this one earlier. You know, the freezing, the things connected to you and staying with you, and then trying to anything that could help it. That's crazy. And then you just come and tell all the stories and everything right now. Man, that's always too that feeling of
Now,
something's
yeah,
attached to you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sleep paralysis. That's what
man.
it's called.
Now I feel like such a shit for sending you all that.
Yo, dude, bro, I've had things ever since I could remember when I lived with my parents.
Yeah.
I always had like stuff like that, right? Like that, yo, someone's behind you, someone's next to you, someone's watching
Mhm.
you type of feel. And I get paranoid because I'm like, yo, what the hell is going on? And
Yeah.
I wouldn't be the only one. When I would be with people, it would like, things would happen. And like I said, I would hear people walking upstairs, right? And I would be like, yo, who the hell just broke into the house? Everything is locked. It'll just be me by myself or my cousin or something. I would run upstairs and nothing. Check all the rooms, everything. Run back downstairs. 10 minutes later, you hear it again. You are
Yeah.
like, oh, what the hell's
Yeah.
going on? It'll be just crazy shit, bro. Like, I don't know, man. And I'm so happy things stopped, because
Yeah.
I couldn't take it anymore, bro. I was going crazy. I was
And my
going
grandma
crazy.
always told me to say that you have to tell them to leave you alone, to
Yeah,
let you
yeah,
go like
yeah,
you were over and over again. And the rosaries and the blessing, grandma would always come and say, it's still with you. And that's what she would tell me is it's not here to hurt you, but there is something. And then, the rosaries and the blessing. Everywhere that I moved, I always had her bless the house immediately. I would give her the key. There you go. Before anything. So she always did. And yeah, it was just it really sucks because she didn't have the chance to do this one. So that sucks.
Yeah.
And I've experienced more after that, but I always would. And she would always say that is you have to tell them to leave you alone. The shadow figures is a big thing for me that I've never talked about, Dario, until you're mentioning it. Like I
Me
said,
also.
when I fall asleep, it gets really dark. Like you see it creep around the walls and everything. All light is just disappeared, right? But like shadow figures with me is so bad that when you drive down the street, like a street highway, it looks like somebody standing there to even where you brake. Because like, who is that? Somebody standing on the road? And I brake constantly because I see like a figure there. I don't know if you ever had that either, to where it is. And when you're passing it, it's like, what are you hitting the brakes for? And it's always like, oh, nothing. But I swear I saw somebody standing there that I thought was, walking on the side of the road or would have, walked into the road or anything. Have you ever had anything like that?
Not in the street. Just like I said, just on my dead end. Like it'll be like if someone was there.
Where you are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
where I'm at. But like they cut that tree down, and like I never saw that again. It would literally be like I said, my friend saw it once, and I was like, "Yo, go inside. Like, let's just go. Forget about it." Because I've
Yeah.
seen it before. I saw it twice over, where like it looks like they're like peekaboo. Like, yo,
Yeah.
and I would
Yeah.
smoke 4 cigarettes in a row, waiting to see if someone popped out the tree. Nothing. And I'm like, yo, they're either super patient and waiting to scare the shit out of me and just stay there till I go inside. And I'm like, nah, I'm not going. It was like half hour.
Mm-hmm.
It's just nuts. Yo,
Mm-hmm.
right there. He said he used to work at a funeral home. We have 4 funeral homes that used to be around my town. Now all apartment buildings and like and shit like that people rent out. I'm like, yo,
The
Oh,
funeral home
hell
turned
no.
into an apartment building.
one funeral home
Hell
is
no.
now like a 6 apartment building, apartment building. One of them was a house that was huge, and that got sold, and now it's people living there. When I first moved to Jersey and I lived in the block that I lived on, there was this house, right? There was this house down the street, real small, but the bushes, like the lawn and everything were outgrown like crazy, right? And I would be like, "Yo, what the hell
Mhm.
happened there?" And everybody, you got that the neighborhood story or something. The
Right,
story
right.
with this house was an old man used to live there and he died. No one knew because he had no family that he died, and then until it started stinking so bad because the house was boarded up and everything.
Yeah.
Yo, I remember the,
Mm.
the year that they knocked it down, and I was like, "What the hell?" We were even too scared to go to the backyard to go check stuff out because the lawn was like up to your like waist. So we would go and everything. I remember when they
Yeah.
knocked it down a little bit after I moved out, and like they built up a new house, and I'm just like, "Yo, if that's true, I'd never want to live there either." But even on
Yeah.
that block, I used to see things all the time and things like that. And I just like, yo, when I started putting the pieces of the puzzle together, I was like, yo, something's on me or something's following me because
Mhm.
it's everywhere I went, It was everywhere I went. And I'm just like, yo, nuts. And I had people
Yeah.
try to come to me like, well, it's your lack of sleep. And then this, it could be that and this. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. Whatever. But
Yeah.
There's a
I'm too
difference, man.
much.
You know when it's lack of sleep, and you know when it's an actual something going on. You know the difference.
Yo,
It's the
dude,
You know
feeling
the
that you
difference.
get. The
yeah,
feeling on you.
it's a feeling. And I'm
Yeah.
I'm telling you, like, right, I don't sleep well
Mhm.
now, and I'm always constantly dozing on and off, but I don't see nothing.
Yeah.
There's times where I kind of catch something with the corner of my eye, and I'm just like, yeah, nah, whatever, keep it pushing, and it goes away. But like, it got to the point where I screamed out loud, like, "Yo, leave me alone, please, just
Yes. Yeah.
leave,
Yeah.
leave."
Yeah.
And I
That's
was just
that.
like, "Yo,
Yeah.
That's exactly what my grandma used to tell me. So when I was home by myself,
Hey, Ernie.
I would do the same thing.
Elevado's one of the most haunted streets in the high desert. That
Really?
stretch from Mojave, the stretch from Mojave to Elevado.
Uh huh.
Yeah, I remember when I first moved in this house, I had went to Desiree had asked me to go get her some ice cream at Rite Aid right there. So I went, but I went around the long way because I was still new around the neighborhood, so I didn't know, there was a
Yeah.
shortcut right there or whatever. Well, you know how in front of the fire department, how it's all dark right there?
Yes.
Well, I went through there and I could have swore I saw a little 5-year-old kid walking along the side of the road. And I was like, what the hell? I mean, it was enough for me to like look back,
Yeah.
and I looked in my rearview mirror and I still saw him in my rearview mirror. So I was like, what the heck? That's a little kid. So I
Yeah.
busted a U-turn to go and find him. Gone. Straight gone, dude. And then I remember I was in my house because we have a two-story house. So I remember my window looks right out at Elevado. And I looked out. I just happened to be looking out my window, and I see the same kid walking along Elevado. And I was like,
Ah.
"What the?" Heck? And I even called Desiree. I said, "Look!" And she like caught the end of it. So I remember researching it. Oh shit!
I'm
Dario
scared to
passed
walk.
out.
I'm scared
Nah,
to
he's
walk
getting
Oh,
it.
okay.
down my driveway."
So
We'll stay with you until you're there.
You motherfuckers. Nah, look,
so,
I know you
so I
can't see it.
researched it, and oh, so I researched it, and yeah, Elevado is the most haunted street in the high desert, and 4 kids have died from getting hit by cars in
Oh,
that area right
man.
there where I'm at.
Yeah. No, no, no. That's yeah. I was lived on that street. And
Yeah.
ours were kids at the house. So there you go. They must have liked all the toys. What up, Dario? You good?
Yeah. Nah, I was gonna see if I could show you the lot where the thing is, but and here's another thing. The whole time I've lived in this apartment, I've never seen anyone come visit that tombstone. One year we're at my in-laws' house. She lives around the block, a block and a half away, right? We're out on Halloween, right? On Halloween, we're at their house, whatever. We were doing our thing, and I'm giving out candy, whatever. We come back home. It's like around maybe 9:30. There's a car parked across the street, and two people get out, a guy and a girl, a lady and a guy, and they come out. They tell whatever kid was in the car to stay there. They walk to the grave, and I walk inside the house with my wife, like, what the hell is going on? I'm like, yo, don't even turn on the lights. Don't even turn on the lights. So we go in there in the dark, and we're just watching them, and then we see them be there for like about 5 minutes or so, and then they walk back. I was like, yo, dude, I've never, ever seen anybody come here before. What the hell was that about? Freaked the fuck out. Never again has it happened.
Is that how you guys were like right now in the dark, like where you are right now?
Oh, hell yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Gosh dang it, Dario.
Yo, two blocks down. Some dude murdered his ex-girl. People living there like it's hunky-dory. I'm like, yo, I would never be in a house that has like someone's died in it, someone is an ex-funeral home, or I don't even care if you pass gas in that. I don't want to live in that house. Yo, I'm like, you're crazy. You're crazy. Watch. Tomorrow morning, if anything, I'll take a picture of that.
Okay.
Of the lot with the tombstone and send it to you.
Yeah, I'll put it up on my stories.
I want to see it.
Yeah,
so everybody knows.
Yo,
but
it was nuts.
That's crazy, man. That is. But thank you for hopping on, dude. You need to get inside where it's safe. And
I don't even want to go to bed now.
Right.
So
that's why we're doing this for the Spooktacular, for Spooky Month. It's October.
Anything for the show, right?
Right? Tell our deepest, darkest secret. Yeah. Everybody right now is going to leave like, damn, those three dudes messed up.
Dude, like I said, I'm just so happy things stopped. Hopefully nothing comes back. That's why I don't even bring shit up. But I'm just like, yo, when people start talking stories, I'm like, oh my God. I was like, yo, I don't even want to hear it. But it was so much going on for maybe a 4 or 5 year span. I was just like, oh, I can't handle it no more. I was literally like just going crazy because of shit. And then when my wife told me, and then other people in my house finally told me things, and I was like, I felt a little relieved that I wasn't the only one. but still, you know,
it's too much, dude. Too much. Ugh. But thank you for hopping on.
Man.
And on that note, with Dario freaking us all out, as we were telling old tales, and then Dario just drops a bomb, we out. We're going to be out. Me and Joe got to get ready for the Sarlacc Digest to break down Andor. Join me next week. Again, same time. I think we got one more show to go for the Spooktacular. So bring your stories. Let me know if you want them shared and what's going on. But I thank you guys all for being here. Everybody watching, everybody who hit that thumbs up. Dario. Dario's out there on the YouTubes too. He's got more merch in his store. When's your next show, Dario?
A Saturday night. I had to push it up to 10:30.
Okay. All right. I will drop the link in my stories for Dario's YouTube, guys. So look for that. I'll do that. And Bootleg, where can we find you?
You can find me at bootlegjoe_760 on IG, and every once in a while you'll find me on the Sarlacc Digest Facebook page.
So speaking of Facebook page, look on the Toy Migos one for Dario's link for all the new merch. So go grab some of that, man. You definitely need to be rocking that. Thank you guys, everybody, for being here. We will catch you next week. And me and Joey will see you in a little bit. Dario, stay safe. And please keep us updated.
Dario.
Make sure nothing happens. We love you guys. We'll see you later. Thank you so much. Peace. We out.
Peace.
Hey guys, what's up? It's the one and only Fallen Fett. Welcome to another episode of They're Not Dolls with the Toy Migos. You know who I am. You know the guys. You know what time it is. It's time to Rip Into It. Tonight's Rip Into It is sponsored by T Blake Makes Shake and Make. I got the brand new G.I. Joe Blue Ninjas. There's your side art. Oh, that is a lot of accessories. Oh no. Oh, what was that? Blue Ninjas. Fancy. Oh, Blue Ninjas accessory box. Yeah. Premature rip. Oh, and I'm done. Cramp. We got swords and a bow. I only got one head.
So no head?
Okay, because I can't take them out of the packaging. I'm just gonna put it like that. It's the best we're gonna do. We're gonna fake it as always. I love these. I mean, that was a whole specific reason. Not only getting the female ninja, but because of these alternates. That was it. Get yours now on HasbroPulse.com.